guys, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know me already, my name is Nayana Mena. I'm an aspiring presenter, host, and just media personality, as you can tell. This is actually my birthday in a couple of days. So please, can I see some claps? I want to see some laughing emojis. I want to see some celebration emojis all below down in the comments. A celebration of life, a celebration of the day that God birthed me onto this earth, you know? So yeah, guys, comment that all down below. It's coming in a few days, or actually by the time that this video is actually out on YouTube and you're able to watch it, which is right now, it might actually be my birthday. I want to see you guys like, comment and subscribe. Show some support, show some love. It's my birthday, you know, show some love. As it is my birthday and as I'm turning 19, I'm going into the next chapter of my life, and I'm just going to basically be reflecting on all of the things I've learned within this year. So as you can see from the title, this is going to be a video where I just shed some light, share some gossip, and just shed some of my reflections from the year just gone. Let's get straight into this video. That was the longest intro ever. The first thing I would like to highlight for you guys, one thing that I feel like has been reoccurring in the last year and even years before that, and I feel like it's the most important lesson that I have learned in all of these years so far, it would have to be putting God first. And I know for some people you might be in the comments thinking, oh, here we go again with the pastor talk, here we go again. But honestly and truly, I would say this is a self-reflection, and this is just truthful talk, because you know me, I like to say straight up, I like to be honest, I want it to be unfiltered. And I would say before, the way I used to live my life is very different to how I'm practicing and trying to live my life now, even right down to the way I think and my mindset, the way I treat others around me, the way I'm more compassionate to the people around me as well. And I just think about the things I'm doing before, and I would say that's all down to God. For example, if I succeeded in something, I wouldn't thank God. I would say, yeah, that's because Nayana's done it. And while you should congratulate yourself for the things that you do, it's important to give praise and give thanks to the person who put you in that situation in the first place, who gave you those skills to get celebrated for, and to just give gratitude. Gratitude is a must. Coffee said it, and I agree. Gratitude is a must, period. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Tell him again. You get the vibe. Put God first. That is my first point, guys. So the second point I would like to highlight is definitely just the fact that you can't really rely on everyone, and you need to rely on yourself. So the way I just said that you should put God first and you should rely on God, that's true. But then again, it's important to be self-reliant and not rely on the people of this world and the people around you, because unfortunately the world that we live in, people will disappoint you, people will let you down, people will do unto you what you would not do unto them. You'll be surprised with how people can act. It can be the people closest to you, it can be people far away from you, it can be what's said behind your back when you're not there, it could be what's done in front of your face. It's a range of different things, but I guess the point is that I'm trying to make is that the only person that you can really control, the only person that you can really shift and make ways for is yourself. And I feel like that's why it's so important to have self-care, to treat yourself well, put God first, and just give yourself what you need. If your body's telling you that you need to sleep, go to sleep, honey. Get that sleep. If your body's telling you that, you know, if something in your gut is not feeling right, if your Holy Spirit or your gut feeling is not feeling right, you're getting off vibes around a certain person, or you just know that you can't rely on a certain person because they've let you down before, I feel like obviously you can be angry at the person, but at the same time, it's not really their fault, because in life, people will disappoint you, and that's just how the world works. I feel like it's not important how other people act towards you, it's important how you choose to respond. And I always say there's an action to a reaction. You can't control how somebody acts towards you, you can't control how somebody decides to live their life. The only thing you can control is how you react to that situation and how you get on with it. People will let you down, but the person that won't is God and yourself. So put yourself first, put God first, and don't rely on everyone, rely on yourself. I know that's a bit negative, sorry guys, but it's the truth. The next point that I would say I've learned in this last year of life from 18 to 19 is just definitely try everything and anything. And I know some of you guys watching this video are going to say, what do you mean by that, Nayana? Or what do you mean? And what do you mean when you say try everything and everything? But don't you think that's a call for disaster? Don't you think that's a call for something to go wrong. By rights, yes it is, but it depends, and it depends on the context of what you're talking about. So for me personally, I would definitely say trying things, putting yourself out there. And I feel like one of the biggest things that blocks you from your blessings is self-doubt and being scared. And I've spoken about this on my TikTok before, where sometimes you'll let fear control and dictate your life to the point where you actually stop and miss opportunities that God has put in place for you, because you're just overwhelmed by fear, you're overwhelmed by doubt, you're overwhelmed by a disbelief in yourself. And that's why I believe that you should try everything and everything, as long as it's not going to bring you into harm's way. Because at the end of the day, if there's an opportunity there and you're too scared to go for it, what's the worst that's going to happen? Like, for example, that job that you wanted to apply for, what's the worst that's going to happen if you don't get the job? Well, you just don't get the job, you apply for another one. You know, there's so many examples out there, and I'm sure you guys can all relate to when there's been a situation and you're just too scared to go for it, or you're like, this is not really for me, or you're scared of how people are going to react and respond to that. But really and truly, you've just got to try everything that will benefit you, put you in different places, because you just don't know how one opportunity, how that one thing that you decided to actually put yourself there for has boosted your career, boosted your life, and just, you know, advanced you greatly. So yeah, I would say definitely put yourself out there, try new things, talk to different people, network, guys. That's leading on to my next point. But yeah, literally just put yourself out there. Don't let fear hold you back. You know, you got to be your biggest fan, and you know, whether people agree with what you're doing or not, people will agree eventually when you're making moves and you're success. You know, you're a success. So regardless, you just got to put yourself out there and make it happen. Make it happen. Make moves, baby. Make moves. That leads me on to my next point. Can I get an applaud? Can I get an applaud? Hey. Networking is your best friend. So I would say this year has been a really good year for me in terms of I've learned so many lessons, and not just learned lessons, I've been given so many opportunities that have basically advanced me in my career, given me good advice, good tactics to like just improve as a person, self-growth, all of that. And I would say a lot of that is down to the people that I've networked with, the people that I've met along the journey, the wonderful people, the wonderful faces, and the beautiful words of advice that have really helped me on this journey of my life so far. And I would say people like to sometimes, you know, overlook the power that networking has. But I'm telling you, you could talk to one person one day, just have a lovely kind conversation with them, and you could be business partners the next day, or they could invite you to something that could make your career, or you know, they could say some words of wisdom that changes your life forever. You just don't know who you're going to meet and how they can benefit you, but not just how they can benefit you, because that's the wrong way to look at it. You shouldn't meet people and think, okay, how can I use them? So don't think that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't meet people and have an ulterior motive. You should just be a good person. But the point I'm trying to make is, when you put yourself out there and you are a good person, you're kind, you're nice, you're funny, you put yourself out there, you put your personality first, and you just connect with people. The point is, you don't know how those connections could help you and benefit you in the next chapters of your life. So networking is key, guys, and that is something I want you to put in your notepads. You know, you see I've got a notepad over it? That's one thing I want you guys to put in your notepad. Make sure, you know, you network. The next thing that I would say that I have learned from this year, love yourself. And I know that kind of links to something I've said before, which is about relying on yourself. But when I say love yourself, I really do mean love yourself so wholeheartedly, so passionately. And I feel like sometimes, a lot of the times, what leads us into making wrong decisions is when we're looking for approval from others. We're looking to be loved from others, whether that's in terms of a relationship, or in terms of a job, or in terms of a relationship with your parents and family and friends, or whatever it is. A lot of the time we seek approval, a lot of the time, and I can talk about that because I used to be a people pleaser, guys. If you Sephora will know Sephora will know. But yeah, I used to be such a people pleaser, to the point where it's like I didn't have a backbone. I was just trying to make other people happy all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's only a problem when by doing that, you are no longer becoming happy. So that's why I would say, never lose yourself. Never lose yourself in the source. Never lose yourself in the hustle and bustle of life. And definitely love yourself first. I would say no one is going to love you the way that you love you. Let me quote RuPaul, baby. Let me quote RuPaul. RuPaul said, how the hell you gonna love somebody else if you don't love yourself? Or am I saying it wrong? Guys, quote me down below. Did I say it wrong? Did I get the quote wrong? I'm not quite sure. The point is, when you love yourself first, whether someone's on your team or against you, you're good because you love yourself first. Okay? yes, okay guys, this is one thing that I'm still learning, it's still work in progress, but I'm beginning to see the benefits of doing this. And I would say, as you grow older, as you become more independent, and as you're trying to achieve things in your life and you set goals for yourself, it's more important than ever to become organized. So when I say become organized, that means plan out your days, write things down. If you're not a writer, if you don't like writing things down, speak it in a voice note. Just make sure you have a plan, because I feel like it's very hard and it can become overwhelming when you're trying to complete so many things without actually having a set plan, without having a guideline of how you're going to do things, and just a deadline. So it's so important to become organized in your life. I would say you need to become organized, plan your time. And that's something I'm still learning myself, because a lot of the time I'm still very late. And my mum's always told me it's better to be early than to be late. The early bird catches the worm. And I haven't caught it. But you know what they say, those that don't hear must feel, and I'm really feeling. So I would say it's more important than ever as you're getting older to basically just become organized. Be spontaneous, have fun, do what you're gonna do, but just become a bit more organized when it comes to the things that you're really serious about. So yeah, basically become organized. Get your life in order, mate. Do you know what I mean? Spice up a bit. Another thing that I would definitely say that I have learned from this year is that you can actually achieve whatever you want to achieve. There's no, like, the sky's your limit. I'm not even going to say the sky, because there's no limit. There's no limit on this glass ceiling, babe. There's literally no limit. Like, you know, yeah. I just love the fact that the possibilities of the world are endless. Great. It's really great. It's amazing. And you should just utilize that. Utilize the people you have around you. Reach out to people and put your pride aside. And that leads me to my next point, guys. Get rid of your pride. I feel like that's one thing that I'm still challenging myself. And I feel like that's another thing I've learned. Life is about growing, looking at yourself, self-reflecting, looking at your character, and understanding that sometimes the other person's not in the wrong. And yeah, most of the time when we have disagreements with people, you look at them and think, it's because of what they've done to me, they are in the wrong, etc., etc. And I'm not disregarding that. But I would say it's important to understand that sometimes you are in the wrong. And I'm talking to myself when I say that. Sometimes you are in the wrong. There's some things that aren't good with you. There's some things that aren't perfect about you. Sometimes you need to sit back and self-reflect and improve on your character, improve on your behavior, improve on who you are. And that's okay. It's okay to be a work in progress. I feel like in today's society, there's so much pressure to basically be perfect, to get everything in order, to just be perfect. And I think that's a lot to do with the power of social media and the influence that social media has, because people often put out a fake persona of what reality actually is. But the truth of it and the reality of it is that you've just got to put yourself out there, and it's okay not to be all put together. It's okay not to be perfect. Everyone's a work in progress. But I would say the quicker you realize that there's things about you that you need to deal with and that you need to improve on, the better, because you're going to become a better person from that, and you're on your way to not perfection but happiness. One last thing that I would say that you guys should take away from this video, one thing that I've learned, is just be yourself. I know that sounds so cliche. You'll go everywhere and you'll see something that says just be yourself. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's the truth. You just got to be yourself, put yourself out there. Nobody does you like you do you. You make you beautiful. Your uniqueness, your personality, your look, your vibe, your energy is what makes you you. And although people like to say that the market is saturated in whatever you want to do, the thing that's going to make you stand out, the thing that's going to make you pop, the thing that's your unique selling point is definitely you. When I was in secondary school, and this is why I'm so happy that I've kind of come to this realization. When I was in secondary school, I just felt like, there's a pressure to look a certain type of way, to have this certain type of hairstyle, to wear these certain type of trainers. Now that I've realized, I prefer heels over trainers. Like, I can't walk heels, they kill my feet, but I prefer heels over trainers. But back in the day, would I be wearing heels, or would I be looked at weird for wearing heels? That's the point I'm trying to make. It's just a thing of learning who you are, learning what you like and what you don't like. Being yourself. Don't follow everybody else. And the longer and the quicker you do that, the happier you're going to be. Sorry, as I've just said that, there's one more thing I would like to add to this video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching this and you've made it this far into the video. But I would also like to add, happiness is a process. We just rely on our emotions and our feelings, and because our feelings fluctuate and they go up and down, and we can wake up one day feeling happy and we could end the day feeling sad, and they fluctuate. We often think that happiness is not tangible, but I feel like if you make happiness an action instead of an emotion and a feeling. It's a tangible thing because you work towards it. If you wake up every day and decide, regardless of what happens today, I'm going to make this the best day it can be. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be as productive as possible. I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure this is a good day for myself. I feel like happiness is very tangible. It's if you make it an action and you make it something that you challenge yourself to do every day, and you wake up with that mindset of making it a good day and just making happiness an action, it's more than possible to achieve. Let me know if you agree with some of the things that I've mentioned in this video. Let me know down below in the comments, and also reveal to me, let me know if you would like to see another one of these sit down talk videos where I just share some of my reflections, some of my life lessons that I've learned, and just spread some, you know, some good old uplifting messages, and just things for you to walk away with. I appreciate all of your support. First of all, I would like to say thank you for watching this video. Like, comment and subscribe, and cheers! It's my birthday and Naya takes 19. Woy, woy, period. Bye guys.